Thanks for tuning in to my brand new Minecraft series. After a long hiatus, I'm ready to jump into more blocky action with 101 new ideas. Thanks for rocking with me all year long and enjoy the series. I did that thing again where I was off camera making a bunch of things, and the thing that I changed was the farm. So in a way, this whole area here is gonna be obsolete in just a second here. I'll show you exactly what I did, and we'll finish off the area showing you exactly what I did, because, you know, you just kind of zone out and go when playing Minecraft, and that's exactly what I did while I was over at the, the area over there. So I'm going to grab some more of the things that we would need to plant over here. Going to put some seeds away, other things as well. The thing that I will be creating on camera is an area for a lot of the other seeds that are not wheat, because I do want to have them in a different area than how they typically are, so I don't need to take those. I'll take these instead. And we need bone meal. No, we don't have any bone meal here. Whatever, it's fine. And then we can get some more chests and whatnot and plan it out accordingly. So I'll show you. Nope, that's not what I was working on. I'll show you what I was working on over here in 101 Things to Do in Minecraft. My name being Brian Saviano, a.k.a. BricksOBrian. And, you know, I just kind of went. I was here at my office very late at night, and I'm like, you know what? I just want to keep building. So we'll see what happens with that. And this is what happened over here. So this whole area that was once constructed specifically for the polar bears and whatnot has been converted into farmland. It's all leveled off here because obviously it was a lot higher level before. Not the case anymore. So if we hop into here, we need to actually create a fence gate over toward this area and over here. But now it's all flat. So that way, you know, when you enter into this area, there's not a chance that you're going to accidentally, you know, step on anything, trample anything like that. I used one of the diamond hoe that we have over here to till all of the grassland, and obviously you see I've already planted where the water is going to go, because this is the most efficient way to do like all the farmland and whatnot. So basically everything is the absolute maximum it should be. So like everything from a 1, 2, 3 block radius out will still work. As you can see by the area that was already tilled over here, it was all entirely covered up with moisture. So that's how you know that worked. So I'm just going to basically use up probably this entire durability of the diamond hoe here. That way, you know, I can till all of the land and use up this resource. And, you know, I didn't enchant it or anything like that. I haven't repaired it, so I have no real use for, like, diamond materials like this. Like, a diamond hoe is kind of whatever. You know, I'd rather have a bunch of silver ones. That way I can just burn through them, because diamonds are more useful in armor and whatnot as compared to the hoe and other tools as well. Like, you don't really need an iron axe out of everything that you can get for... Or you don't need an iron or diamond axe, I should say. You can kind of see what I was doing back under here. Some of these little areas have like dirt kind of missing here, so I'm going to do my best to fill in those little areas. That way it all just looks good and makes sense. So there we go. Plop that right there. There we go. So you can see, where was it? It was one little section over here. Yeah, you can see like there's actual torch light coming in through there, because this is a whole closed off area there. Or, you know, this whole thing is a closed off area, but some parts of it down below were actually not closed off. So I should have done a better job off camera of repairing all that, but I just kind of filled in a lot of the dirt and did all that. So it was a very tedious process doing this, but, you know, I figured I'd show some of the process here off camera. And this, I need to, like, keep my posture up, and this chair keeps sinking. I still have yet to call the manufacturer and be like, hey, I know I'm not hitting the weight limit because I'm certainly under 300 pounds, at least I hope so. And, you know, why is this happening all of a sudden where it's just sinking constantly? So between the bad posture and me sinking in my chair, if you just see my head start to bob down, that's how you know what's going on. Do I have anything on me? No, and you are not attacking me for whatever reason, so let's just do this, and there we go. Nice. did not get a chance to do any form of fishing or anything like that off camera. I really just focused on this. And the thing that we're going to put here is entirely wheat. So wheat is going to be all throughout here. And then we're going to do a separate little area for the beetroot and for the carrots and whatnot. I want to have its own distinguished section here for all those things. And hopefully all these zombies can stay out and all these other, you know, things can stay out as well. So I don't know if I should, you know, put torches in here somewhere, but I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening with all of this. I'm going to till the rest of this land, probably take a few hits from the, you know, the things up top there. I forget what their names are. The swoopers, whatever. Those things. I'll take a few hits and then I'll go away. So that'll be that. And, you know, I really don't even need all of this land here for wheat, you know. I really have never gone through all of the wheat that I've had before. It's just kind of whatever. So I might actually optimize, like, you know, this right section over here, try to make that so it's all for pumpkins and melons. I think that would be a good idea. But the way that they grow can be kind of a pain, so we'll see what I can do over here. But yeah, I just wanted to show you a little bit of everything before we get started with actually modifying more of the land here. I like that I added the wooden planks on the sides here, so that way it's more of a wall. You can kind of see, like, a little bit more detail there. It's not just a big, massive, flat area. And I'll probably make it a way that you can travel, you know, and you can see all the torches down there in the cave that I had to make. But, you know, I'll make it so there's like a staircase so you can come down this way, a bunch of stuff. So yeah, let me finish up tilling the land here and now sleep, and then we'll get started on a brand new day. I'll probably plug up these torch-lit areas too, because why not, right? Oh, how did I die? Hello? By a phantom. Okay. I thought I only had one phantom on me, but okay. I guess I will take this sword, go back and keep at it. It's very bizarre. Were there two? I only saw one. And I didn't have any armor on me, so that's my fault. That was totally my fault. And I lost 23 levels worth of that there. But, you know, as we know with the fishing rod, it's not entirely, you know, awful anyways. But yeah, I'll grab this and yeah, I'll definitely sleep now. Sleep is very important. Let's get out of here. How did you get inside of here? Hello? All right, whatever. Thank you. I'll take that phantom bit too. Oh, I can't. Wow, there's nothing left inside of here. Cool. And ooh, look at that. All right, so it lasted the entire time. Cool. I thought we would have run out. We are so close to running out, though. It's probably like one or two more before that diamond hoe breaks, but that's pretty cool. All right, so every piece of this dirt here, this tilled land, should work. There shouldn't be any, you know, area of the grass here or area of the dirt that should not work. All of it should be able to grow all the wheat on here, and it should be a very viable thing for us to do. And I am probably almost definitely going to run out of seeds at some point here. But I basically wanted to do like what I've done before with, you know, putting a water bucket down and just basically harvesting all of the wheat that is fully grown over here. So that's what I'm able to do, even still with the areas being a bit closer in terms of the water source. But, you know, it still totally works and is totally viable. So I'm just going to do like this whole section here, and we're already at like 2 stacks gone. So this is plenty of wheat, more wheat than I would ever really need. But this is just to make it look like a really cool farm area here. Yeah, this is like 2.5-ish stacks, boom, right there. And I need to grab more as it is. So the way that a lot of these pumpkins and melon work is that they need to have a block right next to it that will be able to spawn the actual thing that they grow out, which is the melons and the pumpkins. So if we grab the pumpkin seeds here, rather, let's do the melons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7. And then let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. So those are those two right there. So now each of these are going to spawn right over here. So melon, 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 and then eventually pumpkin, pumpkin, pumpkin will all go right over toward this way. So for this next section, I would like to plant all of the melons and the pumpkins over here. That way they have to pop out on this side. So it's basically one giant row on each side of melon and of pumpkin. So the way that you do that is you basically have to force it so it has to go right there. You can do that a couple of ways. One of the ways you can do it, or one of the ways I'm going to do it, is via the fence gate here. So if I go, let's say I want to make the entrance area for the farm be like right dead center of, you know, where this is right here. So I'm going to make a little, you know, walkway platform here eventually. No enemies are going to go in here, so I'm not really concerned about that. But I'm going to grab some of the, firstly, I'm going to grab the bone meal over here. I'm going to grab some of this, and then probably another stack of this just to finish it off there. Now, I should have a ton of fence gate. Of course I do. I have fences themselves there. That's good. Let's make a bunch of bread, because why not? 42. Boom. Cool. All right. So I can toss these right here for right now, and that's going to be our entry point to the farm. I'm going to put some stairs right here eventually as well. But now, I can go over here. And this, when I place a fence block on here, it's going to turn it back into actual dirt. So don't be too worried about that. So the melon's going to spawn here, here. That's where the, you know, the plant's going to be. And then boom, there we go. So basically this whole section right here is going to act like a, you know, like a filter kind of a thing. It's going to force it to, you know, land over here. So I don't want to destroy these just yet. So for the purpose of this, for the purpose of this right now, I'm just going to put down all of the melons and all of these seeds that I have. That way I can just get stuff started here. And the land needs to be tilled right here, but the block that it lands on does not need to be tilled. So don't worry about that. So let's just plant these all right here. I think the entrance is just going to be right here, or it's going to be like right over here. These blocks over here, these water source blocks, I'm just going to turn into the actual blocks just because I want to make it look better. So that's going to stay just like that. We're going to plop that right there, and then another fence gate would go right here. Well, what's the center of here? One. Oh, that actually went away. That's weird. Okay. Let's redo that real quick. No, it didn't. Huh. That looks very weird. You see how that looked? It looked like there was actually no, like, water under there. Let me do that one more time. Look, it looks like there's no water under there. Huh. That's kind of weird. All right. Well, whatever. So, yeah, very bizarre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the middle here is technically these two. So I guess I'll make the fence gate too wide, even though I don't really want to. You know, I mean, would I rather have it over here? Probably. You know, I'm going to have it over here. That way I can just minimize the amount of actual, you know, blocks are taken up by the fence gates here. I don't need more than one, for sure. All right, cool. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to put some torches on here, because why not? I guess we'll decorate as much of the area as we can with torches, considering the out perimeter of this area kind of is already. Do I have anything else that I can plant? No. Let's bone meal all of this. And just because you bone meal this whole thing here does not necessarily mean that it's going to pop out a pumpkin or melon immediately. So you just have to wait for it to sprout out. So there really is no guaranteed way to do that. You can just keep doing this. So that way we can make the plants fully mature. But yeah, they're not going to, like, boom, like reed or anything like that. That's not going to work. So let's just keep on going. Okay. Wasting almost a full stack here, but that's fine. We obviously don't need the other plants to grow instantaneously either. Boom. So yeah, these should each... Now this one right here, in theory, could go right here. There's the only other way to force it is if you put a block right here. I'm not going to do that right now, but that is the idea. So as we get all the way down here, you know, all these are going to force to go right here. All these are going to be forced to go here because there's plants next to them. So that's what I want to do. I want to have it look as, like, cohesive as I can. So we'll plant the rest of these. And then I feel like for another section here, I could have it be just a... Oh, that's weird. So this little section here does not get water on it. Huh, okay. I feel like I could have a whole divided section of carrots and beets and potatoes and whatnot. I also thought of having it be, like, at a higher point above the farm. So, like, if I added, like, a second level above here or something, but I feel like that would be kind of weird in a way. you know, it wouldn't look quite right. So I'm going to hold off on that for right now. We're going to plant all these all down here. And there we go. There's a whole other stack gone right there. Beautiful. All right. So obviously a lot of room is dedicated to not wheat, or there's a lot of room dedicated to wheat right now that might be more than what we need. So let's try to make a little section here for the carrots and whatnot. I'm going to use these blocks as kind of a stepping stone, a marker, if you will, for, like, you know, marking off what would actually look good here. So yeah, right. So see what I mean? So that's going to go here. That's going to go here. I like the look of this already. I'm liking it. Now, I don't want to have those blocks be, you know, 2 slabs high, be 1 block high. Not really the vibe that I'm going for here. But we're going to put all carrots down this way and eventually down that way too. Potatoes, we're going to start right over here. And these, we're going to start right over here just because we can. So eventually the whole thing is going to be these 3, and the rest of this is going to be wheat as far as I know. We can also bring over, we could bring over bamboo, but I feel like bamboo being in the jungle tree area, in that, like, sanctuary, we don't need to do that, you know? It's just kind of, you know, we can get the cocoa beans if we really need them, which we don't. So the only other thing that we could bring is the sugar cane, which we definitely want to do, but I feel like that would require its own separate farm in general because of its growing restrictions, because you need to be in constant contact with water to make that happen. So we're just going to grab a bunch of this right here. And this is all we really need. We don't need to grab every single little thing here. But I am going to drag this, and I'm going to put this in a brand new area of the farm. That way, these skeletons won't shoot me anymore. Should probably take some of these, too, because, you know, we cannot grow them in the same area that we can for the, or we can't put them in with the farm, you know, in the barn area, whatever you want to call that. So I want to have a definitive place to grow those if I really need them for anything, which I probably won't, but, you know, it's to be an all-encompassing sort of area. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of everything, you know? So I need to grab what down here? Oh, I need to grab a bunch of stuff. I need to figure out where I'm going to add all of that, so give me a half second here. I don't know where I'm going to create the sugarcane area, and I got to make a iron axe as well. So you see what I mean over here? It's going to be all pumpkins and melons and whatnot, and they all grow next to each other. Looks pretty cool. So I feel like I could add the area right here, and there's a way that the water, because basically you only need to cover up the source water block here. So if I dig out this section here, I have that shovel. Yes, I do. Cool. So let's say I pop this right over here. At a certain point, the water level goes down, and then you can see the whole underground area that I don't want showing because that's a whole cave there. But I will cover this up right now. Cool. So let's say I start the water right here, for example, all right? So now I'm going to put a slab over just this block right here. That's all I need to do. And the rest of it is going to stay covered up and is not going to melt because of the way it works. Only the source block is going to melt. So if I direct this to go all the way down this way, this, in theory, should allow me to still, you know, have the water keep going. Yep, it's going to keep going down this way. And there we go. So now I can plant the sugarcane all throughout this section here without any interruption from anything else. So I don't need that much of it. I just need a little bit of it. So I want to have some offhand. That way I can just access it kind of whenever I want to. I'll use that dirt or grass block there because why not, right? Let's do that. Eliminate these. And because it goes down a level down this way, the water still travels a little bit further, just ever so slightly further, as you can maybe... Oh, okay. Maybe see down this way. Cool. I gotta edit this. I gotta get some dirt blocks, or I might, yeah, I'm gonna just fix it all in creative real quick. Alright, so this is what I mean. If I plant all of these all throughout here, they are able to go there because the water is touching it, and still all the way down this way. So this is almost the maximum that this can go, you know, all the way down here, you can have this keep going basically not quite infinitely, but you can have it go very, very far. So you can just keep planting these and, you know, you can have as much paper and books and whatnot as you want to doing this way. So this is probably all I'll ever need. So I'll close off this section here and figure out a way to, like, make it all look good, because I don't need to access this probably from the other side at all, and that might be a little bit of an issue there, trying to figure out how it's going to work, but, you know, I'll figure it out. I will do it probably off camera. I'll level all this off, maybe go one higher, I don't know. But, yeah, that's the idea there. So this is working just according to plan. We have, you know, that's looking good. That's looking good over there. What else do we have? We have this. We have this. I mean, I don't know of anything else that we would really need to grow and, you know, section it off. Let's see. We have sugarcane. Let me take a look at, like, all the different... Can I look at, like, seeds? Is there, like, a book, encyclopedia I can look at? Well, kind of this over here, right? Well, this is craftable items, not necessarily what I need here. Melon, pumpkin, apples, which come from trees. Obviously, we don't need those. Or we don't, you know, it's not something we can actually make happen here. I think that's, for the most part, everything I could ever grow. The only other thing missing, as I have looked up, is cacti. So we need to go get some cactus and bring it over here. That'll be the last thing that we need to grow for whatever reason. Hi, puppy. So I believe I have some, I think, in one of these over here, right? Yes, we do. Boom. Okay. And sand we obviously have a ton of over here. So we can grab a couple of these. So I don't know if like, what section I would need to put those in. Is it something that I'm really going to need a lot of? Probably not. But maybe... I feel like it should go over here, or, you know what, it feels kind of niche, kind of like this over here. You know, it's not necessarily the most sought-after thing that I'll ever need. So what if I put this, what if I literally just put it right over here? Like, I extended the farm a little bit and made, like, a staircase that leads up here. Ooh, that might be cool. So let me try to, you know, clear out this area here, because you don't need to have it on any other, you know, source block or area like that. It's just that you need it for a block of sand. So if I can get rid of a few of these blocks here, and they also need one area surrounding it to actually clear out. So right here, one sand block can go here, a couple of sand blocks can go here, and then that can grow. So I cannot place one, like, let's say I want to put it right here. I cannot place it right here, right? No, I cannot. Okay, so there needs to be a one block buffer between all of this, and just for the sake of the aesthetic, I'm going to make all of this sand over here, because why not? Going to be a little bit of an issue over here, but again, going to plug all of this up. That way it all looks nice and good. Okay, so we have this. I don't know if I can use bone meal on a cactus. Let me make sure I can or cannot. We'll see. Is it really just 2? That's all it's going to fit here is 2? I mean, all right, sure. That's fine, I guess. And no, that does not work. Okay, cool. So you're basically just going to have to wait around for the cactus to grow. I feel like that's kind of not a lot, you know? Not that we're going to need a ton of cactus anyway, but yeah, I guess it's fine, right? I'll figure out what I want to do eventually for a... Yeah, that can't happen. Huh, okay. It's kind of just one. You can only have one in there. No, but I'll figure something out. I got to change something around here to make it... I mean, I can get rid of one of these layers. I don't need to have it be all the way down here. I don't need these ones on the end, actually. You know, I think we have plenty of sugarcane regardless, right? So if I move this... Oh, I got to do this again? How many times am I going to have to plug up everything? There's always a new area that's magically like, hey, this goes to a pit full of nothing. You want to put this here? It's like, no. Thankfully, no. I'm going to leave that right there for now. I mean, I could go... You know what? I'm going to go one more. Going to keep going all the way, baby. All the way. Let's go. Get rid of these. That way I can have a full set of 3 here. And it'll still work out just fine otherwise. Oh, I don't need to fill that area in. That's great. There we go. You, here. There? No. Here. You there. there, and there. Look at that. So now it still won't work because the fence gate is going to be right here, and it's going to, I got to go one more. One more. You get the idea. All right, so I'll do it. I'll do it off camera, and I got to figure out a staircase situation too. But we've definitely planted a lot and figured out a lot about the farm in general. So it's really just a matter of filling things in, which I will do over time. But yeah, so that's all I got for you for right now. I want to thank you guys and girls for listening, watching, tuning in, and meowing it out with me. As always, I'm going to bone meal a lot of the farm here and get this rocking and rolling. Maybe the next time I see you, it'll be more complete looking. Definitely will be over here. But I'll talk to you lovely people of the internet next time. Peace out. Bye.